How my 75-day hard turned into a 75-day soft. Like, I wrote notes because I was like, do you know what, guys? I need to tell you where I went wrong. Like, I've just been loving life. I don't need to put everything that I want to improve on in one 75-day hard when there's 365 days in the year. And another thing I haven't been able to do is, some of you, the devil doesn't even care that you breathed a breath because you're not even doing anything. Like, it's not like you're working in the purpose that God has set for you. This is not the point of a 75-day hard. The point of it is to like get into a habit, get into a routine. I'm gonna tell you what I'm actually really proud of. Definitely going to do this again, 100%. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all blessed and highly favored. So today, have another get ready with me because I just feel like I don't really just want to be talking to the camera. I want to kind of be doing something. So I need to do my makeup in an hour. Guys, when I tell you, look, I don't even know where to go. I'm literally going to do just a simple, quick, light face beat. I'm not trying to do too much. By the title of this video, you should see what we're talking about today. So if you saw my previous video, if you haven't, click off now and go see the previous video so you know what we're going to be talking about. However, how my 75-day hard turned into a 75-day soft. So guys, do you know what's so funny? I was looking back at the video and I was thinking, I had like so many, I was so optimistic about what I thought I could do. And I love that for me, but at the end of the day, I'm actually not Superwoman. So, let me tell you. I was talking to you guys. I was saying, you need to set smart goals. You need to do this. You need to do that. But I wasn't even doing that for myself. Cool. So, I think I do like a week of everything that I said, yeah? In the last video. And it was just too much. I was literally going to bed at like 5 a.m. because I was like, I can't go to sleep because my 75-day hard ended when I went to sleep. Other people's end when it's like midnight, 1, 10 p.m. You know what I mean? So then I was literally like, I can't go to sleep. And when I tell you guys, like, there was one thing. So like, for example, reading. I'd be reading, I'd fall asleep, I'd wake up. I'd fall asleep and I'd wake up. My brother and my other cousin sat me down and were like, you know, this isn't sustainable. This is not the point of a 75-day hard. The point of it is to like get into a habit, get into a routine and grow. But you're not growing by you going to bed at 5 a.m. trying to complete this. Do you get what I mean? So I was actually just like, no, I can do it. No, I can do it. So I think I restarted it, I think about like 3 times before I realized I need to change something. I need to change something about this because everyone's right, like, I'm not Superwoman and I just put too many things on. And the thing is, because I also decided to get like another like late job as well, like a job that I do from like 5 to 10, it was just like there just wasn't enough time or hours in the day genuinely to do just everything that I thought I could do. Yeah, like I wrote notes because I was like, do you know what, guys, I need to tell you where I went wrong. So I was literally just like, this is not going to be the first 75-day hard I'm ever going to do. I'm going to do another 75-day hard and I'm going to be able to do it well, okay? I don't need to put everything that I want to improve on in one 75-day hard when there's 365 days in the year. Do you know what I mean? So the things that I decided to cut down on, I said I'm not walking. Do you know how cold it is? Do you know how funny it was that I actually put walking? Because I don't even walk on a normal day. If I do 75-day hard in spring, cool, then maybe I can walk. But, bro, the thing that I cut down on was the exercise thing. And the reason that I actually cut down on the exercise thing, even though I actually didn't want to, because I've got this new job, this netball is like 7 p.m. and I can't do netball and work. At the end of the day, right now, my main focus is to make as much money. It's not really to get better at netball. Netball, I'm coming, but just not yet. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I'm not going gym. Yeah. I have nothing to say. I have nothing to say. And I think it's also because I'm not doing netball. Because one of the main reasons that I thought would get me back to gym would be netball. but because I'm not doing netball now, I'm just like, I don't even want to go and I don't have the time. Thing is, I do have the time, but it's just like, I always say to myself, I think an issue with me that I'll do is I'll be like, oh, I can't go gym because I'm doing something else that's productive. So I won't go gym because I'm editing a video. And another thing I haven't been able to do is post on YouTube and post on Instagram as consistently as I wanted to. I'm happy that I've started doing it up again, but even the way that I've started doing it has not been about my 75 day. It's just been because things finally aligned for me to be able to do it. That's what I mean. And the reason that I call this that 75 days soft as opposed to 75 day hard is because, so if I don't do something today, I'll do it twice tomorrow, and that's why I call it 75 days soft. Because a lot of the things that I don't do, which is like reading, I can fall behind on, or I think it's mainly reading. Because even when I'm falling behind on TikTok, I usually, if I don't post, it's because that I'm either editing or it's because I'm thinking of an idea of I'm trying to make something happen, if that makes sense. So even if I don't post on TikTok, I'll be thinking of like ideas for the next week. Do you know what I mean? Or like the next batch of videos that I want to create. So that's a good thing that I do with TikTok. But like with reading or like with watching things, if I don't watch something today, I'll just watch 2 things tomorrow. Does that make sense? Like about conflict. So guys, though, I'm going to tell you what I'm actually really proud of with my 75 day. I'm really proud of the fact that I've been consistent on posting on Pinterest. And as of right now, I have 216k monthly views, which we love to see. But I've just been consistent. And another reason why I did really like the fact that I changed it from a 75 day hard to a 75 day soft is because it has allowed me to increase things. So originally when I started, I said I was only going to post 3 times on Pinterest, and now I post like 6, 7, 8 times, which is why I've been able to grow. I've also been consistent on my YouTube shorts, and I do wholeheartedly believe that that is the reason why I was able to gain 600 subscribers. Guys, a month ago I think I was on like 300 or something. God did. Another thing that I've been consistent with is TikTok. I feel like I was saying I don't like TikTok. Let me hurry up. I was saying I don't like TikTok. I don't really understand it, all this stuff. But now I feel like I'm just getting a bit more of an understanding and like a grounding. And I'm actually enjoying posting on TikTok now. Like, I don't hate it as much as I used to. I do 100% prefer YouTube, but, you know, I've decided to also bring back visiting my church, visiting a new church every month, right? I was supposed to bring it back in the new year, but I decided to bring it back in, I think it was the 75 day hard, to be fair. And I went to this Christian conference. It was by Haley Melinda, Megan Ashley. No, it was by Haley. It was by Haley, but she invited like speakers to come. It was just so beneficial for me. Like everything that I learned on that day. The thing is, I learned so much, and I don't really want to go through everything. But like the main takeaway for me was that I need to be better. I need to do better about my prayer life. So then I was like to myself, okay, Caris, you've got all this, you've like learned what you need to do and you understand why and everything there. Like now it's time to make things actually happen. And you know, sometimes when you go to like, you learn a new word or have a new revelation about God, and it's just like, yeah, that's great, and then nothing really happens. I literally prayed, I said, God, please, don't let it happen. Don't let it happen. And honestly, ever since then, my devotions, I've even started a gratitude journal. Like, I've just been loving life. I've been loving life. Like, honestly. And Megan said something like, I do recommend that you just go watch her whole clip of the video that is on Haley's channel. I didn't look at it as to say I'm stopping to do things, but I looked at it as I'm focusing on Christ. I'm pressing on towards the mark of the high calling of Christ Jesus. And it just goes to show, like, you know, seek ye first. the kingdom of God. So she was basically saying that, like, when you seek God wholeheartedly, you won't have to think, oh, how should I stop this? Oh, how should I stop doing this? And all this stuff, it will just fall off kind of naturally. Of course, there's some things that you have to be a bit more proactive about, but in the genuine grand scheme of things, because you're just focusing on like trying to get to know God, trying to better your spiritual life, trying to understand him more, trying to do everything, it will just allow the things that are not of him to naturally just fall off of you, because you want to make him happy and you're spending more time in his presence. And then it just showed me, like, that's what I need to do. I don't need to be like, okay, I need to stop doing this, I need to stop doing that, I need to stop doing this. I just need to focus on actually bettering my spiritual life, and it will all work out. And it has. Guys, I promise you, I never actually thought I'd get to 500 subscribers by the end of the year. And now I'm saying apparently that I may even get to 600 by the end. Well, no, I've got to 600 by December 16th. Like 15th, whatever the day is today, December something. And I'm just very grateful, to be honest. That message, honestly, is just something I will always take away. And there was another thing that she said. Some of you, the devil's not even mad that you woke up this morning. I said, oh my gosh. She was literally like, some of you, the devil doesn't even care that you breathed a breath, because you're not even doing anything. Like, it's not like you're working in the purpose that God has set for you. And I was just like, oh my gosh. And she was literally just like, I want the devil to be shaking, like, oh, I've woken up again today. And I was literally like, I want that too. Like, I, not even in the sense that I want to have like power or anything, but in the sense that I want to be like so for God that the devil's like, oh my gosh, Caris, I'm throwing everything at you and you're just not biting, you're just not fighting. Like Job never fought. Like, Job literally said, the Lord giveth and the Lord taketh away, but blessed be the name of Jesus. I think it was Job 1:26. I could be wrong. But he literally said that when he was going through all his toils and tribulations. I know the devil was pressed when Job woke up. I know he was pressed. He was pressed when Paul's thorn in his flesh, talking about I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. He was pressed when everyone was hating on Noah and Noah was still building that ark. He was pressed. You get the point, actually. And I was able to increase his reading. So now I read like 10 pages a day as opposed to 5. Which is nice. Which is really, really nice. I'm just learning about things that... Well, I think you know my book is literally history of the Middle East. Like, it's a very niche book, but I'm really enjoying it. And you know what's crazy about the book? It's like, it's even talking about things that I read in the Bible. I think that's so crazy. I'm sorry, but just from there, you can't tell me that God isn't real. I'm so sorry, you cannot tell me that Jesus Christ is not real. I wasn't like, this is literally a history book about the Middle East. It's got nothing to do with religion, but it's just crazy. Another thing that I was able to increase was my reading about the conflicts. I'm able to just learn just so much more about what is happening in the world and like different countries and different things, which I really, really liked as well. And I've been able to increase like my watching sermons, watching conflicts, and I've actually added another one, which is watching things to like help me grow mentally. So I'll be like listening to things on how to better goal set, how to better deal with finances, how to save better, how to balance things, how to just treat friends better, how to treat myself better, just things like that. I've been watching things on that. So that is like a whole episode, which is usually like 30 minutes or whatever I find. Then the sermon is usually the whole sermon now, as opposed to what I was doing before, which was 20 minutes a day. And the conflicts is again the whole video. So that can range sometimes from an hour to sometimes 30 minutes to sometimes 20 minutes. But genuinely, guys, it's great right here. I'm on cloud 9. Like, I'm actually on cloud 9, and this was just never the plan. Like, I really wanted to do the 75-day hard. To be honest, to even call this a 75-day soft is is humorous, but I kind of just made it my own. And you know what my friend said to me? So I was literally telling my friend about it, and he was just like, oh, but Caris, it's a scam. And I was just like, how is it a scam? And he was like, because even if you keep restarting it, the habit will be made, because maybe you'll fail on, like, so let's say for example if I failed on, I don't know, reading, because there's so many other things in the 75-day hard, I would have got a habit on all the other things, and even a habit on reading, because I've just failed one day, so I've had to start again. So even when I say like, oh yeah, I'm on day 50, sometimes I just think I'm actually on more, because I never failed you from the start and I'm still here type thing. Because it's been like but like I should be ending my 75-day hard next week. Anyways, the last thing that I to talk about is my finances. So my finances have improved, which I'm also very, very happy about. That my spending, I haven't been buying as much things as I've wanted to. I've been working a lot harder. Can't believe it was me, to be honest, but I actually said no to a holiday. So I was supposed to go on holiday February, and I just told my people, like, if I go on this holiday, it won't even break me, but I'll just put myself in a situation that I don't need to put myself in. Like, I was even talking with people at church, yeah, and we're literally just saying, like, to find the balance between living your life because you're in your 20s and you're never going to get this time back, and saving money and actually saving for the future, so that you're not in a position where you have to keep working because you're waiting for your pension or because you don't have money in savings. Is finding the balance, and I genuinely don't feel like I've found the balance. I think this is, honestly, if anyone knows how if they've got the balance or they know how to get the balance, please let me know, because I need to know the balance. I feel like this past years that I've been working, I've just not been having that balance. So the first year actually I was working, I had the balance. Now I'm trying to regain it back. I'm genuinely trying to regain it back. And I do feel like I am on the path to getting there. Even though I have completely failed the 75-day hard and kind of made my own thing about this whole 75 days off thing, I am so happy and I'm so grateful, because everything happens for a reason. And I've seen growth on Pinterest, I've seen growth on Instagram, I've seen growth in my spiritual life, I've seen growth in my finances, I've seen growth in the way that I've been thinking about certain things and doing certain things. So there are things obviously I haven't been able to do, but there are things that I've seen exponential growth. That's on period. I recommend that everyone does the 75-day hard, medium, soft, whichever one you want to do. But like for 75 days, just try your hardest. And my 75-day hasn't even ended, to be honest. But I think this is just going to be like the last video I do on this as like my update. However, I am very, very happy with everything it's taught me, and I'm definitely going to do this again. 100%. And you know what? I do want to thank God that I did pray to him before I started the 75-day hard, because that's the reason I also believe I got here. Who knows, maybe if I did the 75-day hard, I would have just ended up keep on failing and not listening to the people around me, and just ended up failing and never doing it again. Because sometimes when you fail so many times, it's just so hard to get back up again. But I got back up again, and I switched it up, and I made it personal to me. So guys, this is the finished look, me at the studio. As you can see, very cutesy. But thank you guys for watching. Make sure you like, comment, share and subscribe. I shall see you in the next video.